Lurking in the amber glow of wine is a paradox, a substance that inspires both celebration and tragedy, enlightenment and oblivion. It is a gateway to creativity for some, a path to despair for others. But what about the spiritual toll, the invisible forces it stirs and disrupts? In a world that rarely questions the metaphysical consequences of drinking, this exploration delves into the hidden effects of alcohol on the soul. Drawing on ancient wisdom and the teachings of spiritual masters, this journey promises to illuminate long-forgotten truths. What mysteries await when we look beyond the surface? Before going deeper into the issue, please like and subscribe to the channel so we can explore more mysteries together. 1. The origin and mystery of Al-Kuhul. Beneath the sands of time and the whispers of ancient tongues lies the profound story of Al-Kuhul. Its origins, humble yet fascinating, are in the Arab world, where it was first a delicate cosmetic powder, fragile and transformative. To the alchemists, however, the word took on a much larger meaning, symbolizing ethereality, the spirit distilled from the material world. They believed that alcohol was more than matter. It was a volatile essence, a bridge between the visible and the invisible, the tangible and the divine. As its meaning evolved, so did its role in human history. Among the Sumerians, Egyptians, and Greeks, alcohol became a substance both revered and feared. For some it was a sacred gift, a vessel for communicating with the gods, bringing inspiration and transcendence. Rituals were built around it, reverent of its mysterious power and honoring its ability to lift the veil of ordinary existence. Yet even amid its glorification, there is a quiet warning. A warning about its ability to distort the mind and dull the clarity of the soul. Philosophers and mystics alike have recognized its duality. While it promises elevation, it often leaves chaos in its wake. The delicate balance between indulgence and excess is dangerous, and those who revere its gifts understand the shadow it can cast. Could it be that alcohol, this ancient essence, has more to it than its historical or chemical significance? Could it be a reflection of humanity's endless pursuit of transcendence, and the dangers that come with grasping the invisible? Its story, like the substance itself, remains powerful, elusive, and shrouded in mystery. 2. Potential effects. Alcohol and the human energy field. The effects of alcohol extend beyond the physical realm, reaching into the subtle realm of human energy. Known as the aura, this energy field acts as a protective shield around the body, protecting against negative influences. However, alcohol destabilizes this barrier, creating cracks that leave the individual vulnerable to harmful outside forces. These tears in the aura invite negative thought patterns, energies, or even parasitic entities to latch on, distorting the emotions and undermining the individual's inner balance. This disruption extends to the connection to the higher self, the source of intuition and insight. Rudolf Steiner, a renowned mystic, emphasized how alcohol weakens this connection, warning of its ability to erode spiritual cohesion. While methods like meditation or energy healing can heal these cracks, the cumulative damage from repeated exposure is not easily undone, leading us to question just how deeply alcohol affects our health and spiritual connection. 3. Chakras and alcohol. The effects of alcohol on the chakra system indicate a delicate balance is disrupted. It particularly affects the root chakra, amplifying its energy to encourage indulgence in material and physical pleasures. Meanwhile, the crown chakra, which governs our connection to the higher realms, becomes weakened under the influence of alcohol. This imbalance diverts focus to worldly gratification, overshadowing spiritual activities and higher consciousness. The teachings of Patanjali illuminate this duality, emphasizing the need for balance in the chakras to achieve inner harmony. Paramahansa Yogananda echoed this wisdom, emphasizing how overindulgence hinders spiritual ascension. Even modern neuroscience lends credence to these insights, showing that alcohol reduces activity in the frontal lobe, the brain's center for decision-making and higher reasoning. 4. Collective impacts of alcohol consumption in social settings. In social settings, alcohol consumption is not only an individual act, but also carries a resonant effect, shaping the overall energy of the environment. When alcohol seeps into the communication circuit, it seems to blur the subtle boundaries of consciousness, lowering the overall vibrational frequency. Moments of interference often lead to a state of chaos, where raw emotions and primitive behaviors arise, filling the atmosphere with dense and heavy energy. This collective action is like a magnetic vortex, drawing those with weaker energies into its center, obscuring the connection to the higher self and replacing it with instinctual drives. Spaces, instead of becoming places of support, often turn into playgrounds of loss. Yet, even in these seemingly uncertain currents, seeds of resilience are present. Lost energy can be restored, and harmony can be found through conscious spiritual practices, from meditation, cleansing, to re-establishing a sacred connection with one's true nature. 5. The illusion of freedom. Why are people drawn to alcohol despite its obvious consequences? This section delves into the deeper reasons, from the need to escape the limitations of the body and mind, to the desire for instant pleasure and relief from existential pain. Alcohol seems to be a gateway to a new world, where freedom and happiness are temporary, but illusory feelings, a fleeting escape from reality. Yet this liberation is only a mask for the emptiness of the soul. After each refill of the glass, the heavy stones of reality remain, and people feel more disconnected from their deeper selves. While alcohol brings us into a false state of freedom, it further obscures our ability to perceive and connect with the eternal entity. The concept of the world university in the Hermetic tradition is introduced for comparison as a model of true unity, where man need not escape into external illusions, but can find harmony and liberation within himself. 6. Psychological and existential dependence. This section explores the deeper psychological aspects of drinking, particularly how alcohol can serve as a coping mechanism for invisible pain. For many, alcohol is a means of temporarily relieving stress, anxiety, and emptiness. It acts as a sedative, a temporary way to forget psychological and existential suffering. However, like any temporary coping mechanism, alcohol does not address the underlying cause of these feelings. Instead of providing healing, it creates a cycle of escape. Each escape only leads to greater emptiness. And so people continue to seek relief through alcohol, not realizing that this dependence is only further paralyzing true freedom. The video suggests that true freedom does not come from running away from reality or seeking temporary solutions. Rather, freedom comes from inner balance, from the ability to face and move through pain without having to escape into extremes. 7. Spiritual traditions and wine. This section delves into the views of different spiritual traditions on alcohol, revealing diverse perspectives on its effects on humans. Vedic tradition. In the Vedic tradition, alcohol is considered to reduce sattva, the purity and harmony of the mind and body. It causes disturbance in mental energy, weakening the clarity necessary for spiritual growth. Buddhism. According to Buddhism, alcohol dulls the mind, dulls the intellect, and hinders spiritual practice. Alcohol consumption is seen as a major obstacle on the path to enlightenment and liberation. Hermetic and alchemy traditions. In the Hermetic and alchemy traditions, alcohol is a powerful but potentially dangerous substance. It symbolizes enlightenment, but can also lead to delusion and negativity, if not used with caution. Sufism. Rumi, in his writings, used the image of wine as a metaphor for divine love, reflecting the connection between man and God. However, he also warned of the dangerous consequences of consuming alcohol in a literal sense, which can lead to spiritual weakness. Christianity. In Christianity, wine has a symbolic significance in the Eucharist, representing the blood of Jesus, but at the same time there are warnings about abuse and the dangers of overconsumption. Shamanism. According to shamanic tradition, alcohol weakens the human light body, opening the door for negative energy and unwanted entities to enter the body and soul. Each tradition offers a different view of alcohol, but all emphasize the need to exercise caution when dealing with this seemingly harmless liquid. 8. Autonomy and liberation. This section begins with Socrates' emphasis on the importance of self-control in leading a virtuous life. Socrates argues that self-control is the key to spiritual and intellectual perfection. This is contrasted with alcohol, which has the potential to erode self-control and cause dependence. Alcohol, while providing a temporary sense of freedom, robs a person of clarity and connection to their true nature. This section emphasizes that true liberation does not come from escaping into immediate pleasures, but from breaking free from the cycle of dependence. To achieve this, one must move towards clear and conscious awareness of oneself and the world around. Only when one realizes one's true nature can one truly be free from distractions and find inner peace. 9. The path of liberation. This concluding section outlines practical steps to regaining freedom and liberation from alcoholism. It is not just an outward journey, but a profound inner transformation. Spiritual practices such as meditation, yoga, prayer, and conscious breathing are powerful tools for restoring inner balance and reconnecting with one's true nature. Incorporating these practices into daily life helps create stillness, which leads to freedom from negative habits. The result is a peaceful mind and a healthy body, ready to face any challenge. Mindfulness. When through this, each person learns to master himself and live fully in each moment. Grace and divine support. Seeking help from a higher power, such as God or the universe, is an important part of this process. Belief in supernatural support can provide the strength and perseverance to overcome challenges. Such faith will light the way, providing strength and patience on the healing journey. Reconnect with nature. Returning to nature is a way to restore harmony with the natural world, helping to rebalance the energy in your body and mind. The peace of nature can help restore parts of yourself that have been damaged by addiction. Nature is not only a place to recharge, but also a companion on your healing journey. Cultivate gratitude. Shifting our focus from what is missing to what is present is a way to heal. Gratitude helps us appreciate the small things, which reduces cravings and feelings of lack. In this way, we can live fully and see the beauty in every moment. Community and support. It is important to seek support from others who are on the same path. Community can be a powerful source of encouragement, helping individuals feel that they are not alone in their journey. Together, we can create an invisible force that can help us overcome any challenge. Self-forgiveness. The journey to liberation is not always easy, and accepting one's own imperfections is an important step. Self-forgiveness releases guilt and puts one on the path of growth and maturity. Forgiveness is the key that unlocks the door to inner freedom. All of these steps, taken together, form a path of liberation from bondage and open up a future filled with promise and true freedom. With each steady step, you move closer to total liberation and a deep connection with yourself and the universe.